full marks to Andrea Dovizoso. There are the two leaders. Rossi in third place, Marquez in fourth. This is Vinales, led the way in all the tests, led the way here, his first pole position in MotoGP on his Yamaha debut. But steady Eddie's at the front and he will ride that Ducati to the limit, but probably not over the limit.
We're in sector 3 now, and this is where Vinales has been absolutely awesome. The fast sweeping sections with that sweet handling Yamaha wires RM1, his smooth and precise riding style, it really works immaculately through that third sector, and that's where he's able to take time out of it. So look, in the third sector he found 3 tenths. Third sector is where Vinales is making up big chunks of time on the Ducati.
Coming into the fourth sector now, Dovizoso winds open the GP17 Ducati around 215 miles an hour down this 1,000-metre long straight. That's the gap as they come into turn 1. 7 laps remaining of this opening round of the 2017 MotoGP World Championship. Rossi third, Marquez fourth, Pedrosa, Alexis Spargo, Brennan Scott winning, Jack Miller, Euler enter, and Danilo Petrucci are your top 10. And there is Paul Spargo crossing the line in 17th place. Right behind him, the two KTMs running together, is Bradley Smith.
Dovizoso is going to have an almighty problem very soon. In 2 laps since he took second place, Maverick Vinales has taken 8 tenths of a second outside of the Italian, and now through the first sector on lap 14 he's right on Dovizoso's rear wheel. It's not a case of if but when for Maverick Vinales.
When and where, one would imagine. He can't bide his time too long because Rossi's pretty close behind him. We ride with Andrea Dovizoso right behind him, the 22-year-old Spaniard who started this race for the first time in pole position. He's lining up all the way round. Will he try to take it before they get into turn 16?
Yep.
He does. Maverick Vinales leads here in Qatar.
Effortless, he made that look so easy, Maverick Vinales. 2.5 laps ago, he was 1.2 seconds behind Andrea Dovizoso, and now he leads the Qatar Grand Prix. Rossi's on the charge as well. Last time around he put in a PB lap, 1:56.471. Marquez struggling to hang in there. He's dropped 8 tenths of a second behind Rossi, probably running into a bit of front tyre issues. There's Marc Marquez now. What has Dovizoso got in response to Vinales? We know he's on that soft option rear tyre. In theory, Vinales should have the better endurance, the better grip for the crucial latter stages of the race.
Yeah, but if he can be close enough, and it's a big if, in turn 16 and the run to the line, he could still get there. But Vinales is on the charge. Here they come, down the start and finish straight. 6 laps to go when they cross the line.
He's done it. He didn't even have to try. All he had to do was wind the throttle on. The top speed of the Ducati is mind-blowing. He just knew he had to sit there, get close to Vinales, slipstream, and there's nothing that Vinales could do.
What Vinales has got to do is get a big enough gap, isn't he, before they get into turn 16 on the last lap. To not make that happen, Rossi's not out of it yet. I think Marc Marquez back in 4th place probably is. Look at that. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
It's almost ripped the stickers off Vinales' Yamaha.
Yeah.
And what this is doing, Nick, Dovizoso getting his nose straight back in front of Vinales. Valentino Rossi's eyes are lighting up here because if Dovizoso can start impeding with Vinales' pace, it's just bringing Valentino Rossi right back into contention. Last time around, again at the top 3, Rossi by a tenth of a second was the quickest of the trio on track. Oh, Dovizoso had a twitch there as he got on the gas. Is he running out of grip? Certainly, maybe potentially running out of edge grip.
Here we go, he's back in front. No great surprise, it's really a question now. Can Dovizoso stay close enough to beat him on the run to the line?
Vinales has got the better edge grip. He's just got better drive. He's able to carry more speed through the corners. Dovizoso, all he can do is try and stay with the Yamaha and use the grunt and horsepower down the straight. Vinales will now be desperately trying to put some distance between himself and the tracking Ducati GP17. Rossi right there too.
What a fascinating battle we have got here at the Losail International Circuit. Down towards turn 15. This is where the race could be decided, and it's close enough, you've got to say again, Andrea Dovizoso, as they come into 16. Look at the Yamaha, the M1. Look at the GP17 Ducati. It's no contest on this straight.
Well, there's what, 5, 6, 7 bike lengths between Vinales and Dovizoso as they come on to the start-finish straight. Is that enough? Or is the Ducati just going to blitz by? No, it's not. Vinales stands firm now. That could be absolutely crucial. He's out wide though in the first corner. He's out well wide. Dovizoso leads again.
And Rossi right on the rear wheel now. Vinales just looking a little bit ragged as they come into turn 2. Gigi Delineer, the boss of Ducati, looks on. He can't watch. Here comes Vinales again. It's a three-way battle now. That was the first mistake we've really seen. A big mistake by Maverick Vinales because he'd opened up, he'd got through.
I bet he made that mistake, Nick, because he left his braking so late, wondering if Dovizoso was going to slipstream him. He's back through, though, at turn 6. I think Vinales ran in deep there because he left his braking as late as he dared, thinking he was going to get passed by Dovizoso on the straight.
Danilo Petrucci has retired out of the race. Andrea Iannone was a faller in the race when he was in the top 3. Cal Crutchlow has crashed twice. This is the battle at the front. 4.5 laps to go. Maverick Vinales leads the way. He's sandwiched between the two works Yamahas of Vinales and Valentino Rossi.
Oh, look at the smoke pouring off those rear tyres of Vinales and Rossi as they go through that fast turn number 11. 2 years ago in 2015, Andrea Dovizoso lost to Jorge Lorenzo in Yamaha. Sorry, Valentino Rossi in Yamaha. Last year was Jorge Lorenzo in Yamaha. Is it going to be this year Maverick Vinales in Yamaha that will deny Dovizoso?
And Rossi closes up all time on Andrea Dovizioso.
The problem is Rossi can't slipstream the Ducati. If he doesn't pass him at turn 16, he's not close enough. There's no way that Rossi is going to be able to out-drag the Ducati down the straight.
Here we go, the battle of horsepower once again, 1,000 metres. Vinales has 5-6 bike lengths. Even the Ducati of Dovizoso surely can't take him in. He closes up on the brakes. This is where Vinales made the mistake last time round. Danny Pedrosa fights it out with Aleix Espargaro, who's got into turn 1 first.
Rossi again putting in his fastest lap of the race last time around, a 1:56.3. Couple of tenths quicker than Vinales and Dovizioso in front of him. How does he keep doing it? 10th on the grid, written off as a no-hoper for the race win before the race, and here he is, as he always is, right at the sharp end, breathing all over the back of Andrea Dovizioso and Maverick Vinales, and trying to take what would be his 115th Grand Prix win.
Vinales is giving it absolutely everything at the front to just prize open some precious metres over Dovizioso before they get to turn 16. 3.5 laps to go. Rossi now beginning to bother Andrea Dovizioso, but probably not quite close enough to actually get past him.
Tell you what, Ducati have got that unified Magneti software absolutely working brilliantly. Andrea Dovizioso is still in the victory hunt, even though he's out there on that soft option Michelin rear tyre. We know that the Ducati has got oodles of power. It's the most powerful bike in the world. You'd think it would be chewing up that rear tyre, but they've got that bike so well electronically set up that Andrea Dovizioso, coupled with his smooth riding style, is still able to hang right in there with two riders around him who are running medium option tyres and who at this stage of the race you would think on paper have the better grip.
Well, a first look at a rather lonely Marc Marquez running in a full one. Rather lonely, he's actually being joined by Danny Pedrosa and Scott Redding any moment now. Back at the front. There will be 3 laps to go when they cross the line. They cross the line now. Dovizioso once again closing right up, and Dovizioso takes the lead in turn 1.
This is brilliant by Andrea Dovizioso. He just put in his best lap of the race, a 1:56.2. Just quicker than Vinales. He got close enough coming out of the final corner. He knew he could use the slipstream on the run down to the first corner. Nobody is later on the brakes than Andrea Dovizioso, and with 2 and a bit laps to go, he's back at the front.
I thought he may be out of it, to be honest with you. He has never won here in Qatar. He's been second for the last 2 years. He wants to win this so desperately. Vinales will probably get past him at some point round here. Vinales, well, he's making that Ducati very wide indeed now, isn't he?
Yeah,
just blocking him at every single maneuver. He knows that he has got the power through turn 16 and down the start-finish straight to win this race. Vinales knows he's got to open up some sort of an advantage. And Vinales on the last 4, 5, 6 laps has led the way at this point on this lap of a lap.
Yeah, Dovizoso can't nurse those tyres anymore. All he can do is go absolutely full chat, full gas to the end of this race. He's under immense pressure. There's just a bit of a gap building now between Dovizoso, Vinales and Rossi. Rossi's dropped back half a second behind the top two. Now, if Vinales doesn't get in front of Dovizoso coming down out of turn number 16, well, we know that the M1's got nothing in terms of the horsepower shootout against the Ducati, so it will be the Italian that will lead over the line to start the penultimate lap.
Danny Pedrosa back into 5th place, Spargo now down in 6th. Redding, Miller, Folger. It's a good ride by Jonas Folger because he dropped a fair bit back. Alex Rins in 10th place. Baz Lorenzo, Barbara Abraham, the back. Paul Spargo, Smith and Lowe's.
Well, Vinales knows he's got to be leading Andrea Dovizioso to have any chance of winning on his Yamaha debut. He can't slipstream the Ducati down the straight. Yamaha have worked incredibly hard in the winter to make sure that they alleviated one of their big problems from last year. That was having good grip at the end of the race. That was a big problem for Lorenzo and Rossi last year. It seems like they've worked pretty well in that area because Vinales is now swarming all over the back of Dovizioso. He's about to attack any moment soon, surely.
Up at turn 4, Dovizioso makes that Ducati big and wide. This is as good as we've seen Andrea Dovizioso ride in the trial of the Ducati. Vinales is through. That is no great surprise because if he can hang in there on his rear wheel, he is going to win this race. 1 3/4 laps to go. We're carrying on where we left off in 2016. This is MotoGP and it's the best in the world.
Yeah, still looks like Vinales has got the superior edge grip. Now he's got to put some distance between himself and Dovizioso because otherwise he knows the inevitable will happen. Dovizioso will just blast past him on the straight. Vinales now has got to get his head down, push hard through this third sector where he's so fast, just to try and open up enough of a gap. Smoke pouring off the rear tyre. He's pushing as hard as he possibly can.
This is coming up towards a turn 11. 1.5 laps to go. Opening round of the World Championship.
Great ride by Aleix Espargaro. This will be Aprilia's first ever top 6 finish since they returned to the MotoGP World Championship a couple of years ago. So superb ride by Aleix Espargaro.
Back at the front, they're coming into the dreaded turn 16. Has Vinales got a big enough advantage? Can Dovizioso pass him coming down into turn 1? This is a rehearsal for the final lap, which is about to start.
Yeah, he's not close enough. Vinales did what he needed to do. He was 0.3 of a second faster than Dovizioso. That's the battle of the 5th between Pedrosa and Aleix Espargaro. Marc Marquez is in a really lonely 4th place. He's 3.7 seconds back of Valentino Rossi. I think Rossi's struggling to hang into the victory battle. Rossi's dropped almost 0.9 of a second now behind Dovizioso. What has Dovizioso got left in that soft option rear tyre? Has he anything to knock the top good out of his stride?
Up at turns 4 and 5, 3/4 of a lap to go. Vinales desperately trying to pry some precious meters away from the Ducati that's got so much horsepower. Can Maverick Vinales win the race on his first appearance for Yamaha as Andrea Dovizioso is riding the legs off that Ducati with the softer rear tyre option. Half a lap to go here under the floodlights in Qatar.
We're in the third sector now, where Vinales has been absolutely untouchable, unbeatable. It might be a bridge too far now for Dovizioso because this is where Vinales has serious pace. Again, he slides that Yamaha superbly through turn 11. And it looks like, barring a late mistake, that he's put enough of a gap between himself and Andrea Dovizioso for a sensational debut win here for Yamaha.
Maverick Vinales down towards turn 14, now into 15, the left-hander. Just one more corner, 16. Is that gap big enough? We are about to find out.
Dovizioso had a massive head shake coming out of turn number 14. That would have cost him crucial momentum. It is game over. Vinales is going to do it.
Maverick Vinales, the